You're watching the Bad Dice Club.
Your butthole, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
let's see. There it is.
I see what's going on.
Can I show this on Twitch without getting demonetized?
All I said was butthole.
Fake
It's
gun?
okay.
I think so. I'm pretty sure you
We
did.
bought. So we found out that the little guns, these guys, these little ones that like have just the plunger, they're super consistent. Like since they only have one chamber, like anything multi-chambered always like that's a problem. And I thought this was a revolver style like the old Mavericks, but it's not.
The ones that you can modify to be barely legal.
Yeah, that's really, these guns shoot a lot better now with these new darts and stuff. But you should see the one we got.
Hey Thomas, forgot your camera.
How do you own the world? Or what? What do you own the world?
What about the man who sold the world?
No,
It's a good song.
it's not bad.
Now
So,
somewhere between the
got
sacred
this
silence and sleep.
This thing's a piece of junk, garbage.
Oh yeah,
Not so good.
I have
This
found
thing, the banana gun, fantastic.
the bigger
Very
and more
consistent.
It's just a
expensive
little
the Nerf
Derringer.
gun, the shittier it shoots.
What about
the-
those?
this one's pretty
those, like,
good.
giant
This one's
minigun
pretty good.
ones that people have modded to shoot like an actual minigun.
bullet in there.
I'm talking non-modded gun. Where like you can mod any of the Nerf guns to be good because at some point you don't even have a Nerf gun anymore. You're just shooting
Yeah,
an
it's like-
airsoft rifle. It's just an airsoft rifle that shoots Nerf darts. You know what I mean?
It's like Abraham's axe, right?
I've never done that.
The
You
new like
replace all of the if you
it-
replace all of the parts of the Nerf gun, is it really a Nerf gun?
It stops being a toy and starts being a child
Theseus.
deterrent.
The ship of Theseus, yeah.
The ones that shoot the like balls though, the little balls,
Oh,
fantastic. Those things are.
Is
good.
there
Those are wild.
is there a
Those
character
are like
in Cyberpunk that's like that, whereas like everything has been replaced besides this one leg or something like that? So
Adam
like if I replace the
Smasher.
leg, am I really me?
Sure.
Adam Smasher is literally completely robotic except for his brain.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play with
Or is that in Ghost in the Shell where he refused to get something upgraded because it was like the
I
one piece that was still
Kill
him?
him. I
Ever
think
s-
that was a Ghost in the Shell episode as well.
ever
Which
play with
Ghost in the Shell is Cyberpunk's
Ballzooka?
genre.
I fucking love
Balls,
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, is that
Ballzooka.
those ones that
You can
like,
watch
go
it for free on Adult Swim.
that
You don't need a membership or anything.
for what? Watch
This
who?
is a Ballzooka.
For Ghost in the Shell.
I remember those.
Standalone
Those are-
complex?
Yes,
did you
standalone
call it?
complex.
What?
It is free on Adult Swim.
Hang on.
They
what
don't-
did
I
you
meant to
call
go
it?
back
Turn
and watch
Thomas
through
into a
that.
Ballzooka.
Me too. I started.
Oh, wow.
He's not here,
Ah.
so
What
I
a
don't.
name.
I never liked those because they were so like it was 50-50. You either had one that shot so hard it hurt people.
Well, I
Or-
think that you could like
All would just go
pump it super hard so that it would
and
like shoot
each
out of there like a
cylinder had,
ballistic
like,
missile.
Each cylinder had like
but
three
half
balls
the
in
kids
it.
had whatever thing held air for them. Half the kids had over pumped it and broke it at some point, and it didn't work anymore.
oh,
And so it wouldn't hold air. That was like my old super soaker.
It would
worked
just
great
make
for
like
years and years and
sighing
years.
noises. Yeah, you try
Yeah.
to shoot your friends and it would just make sighing noises at them, like.
But I remember bringing my
They just
super
gotta go.
soaker to like a water fight, and all the other kids, no one brought their own for some reason. They've told everybody to bring them, and no one brought them.
You could hear
Everybody
the gun
got, like-
giving up as you fired it. Just fucking
But no, you'd have all these kids had like the daycare's guns, which were like cheap and like could get like, you know, maybe across to swing set. And I was shooting across the entire yard with mine.
My dad sold
That's
fire extinguishers when he was young. When I was younger, so he would get them filled up with he would get them pressurized and then get them filled with water, and those things would peel the top layer of your skin off.
Oh, jeez.
They were a lot of fun.
It's kind of cool.
My son heard me call his one gun garbage, and now he's like, Dad's gonna throw my gun away.
So now he has to go explain to the poor boy what he meant was it doesn't shoot good.
There's
And that's going to be his favorite one.
It's Metaphor
You know,
Monday, son.
there's this thing
I
called
didn't need it.
hyperbole. Should probably figure out what that's all about.
I need
Yeah.
to not scratch my nose this entire stream because Lord knows the YouTube algorithm is going to
Did you just do it?
He's going to suggest that as the thumbnail again.
I'm just letting you guys know.
God
now I may lose
damn
power
it.
Here.
Why?
It's not looking so hot outside.
Is it? Do you got the green sky?
There's a tornado in eastern Montana 2 days ago.
It's not looking so good.
Mr. Green Sky.
Oh, you don't
as
want Mr.
Shane
Green
likes
Sky.
to say,
That's
West
that-
North Dakota adjacent.
It is West North Dakota because when all those tornadoes are happening, Williston's getting all the like.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
Fargo is just western. Is just like West Minnesota adjacent. Like, we're basically Minnesotans.
It's the same with Sioux Falls in South Dakota.
Sioux Falls
It's
is
just-
basically just Iowa.
But it's next to Minnesota too, so it felt like I was just in Minnesota.
See, yeah, Sioux Falls is like basically three states at
I just
once.
watched Desmond do a
I hate
six
South
spin move
Dakota.
off
Let him
of
keep
the-
it.
I just watched
Sioux-
Desmond
nobody
do a
likes
six
Sioux
spin
Falls.
move off of the
Oh, it's
beanbag.
Sufu.
What was that, Aaron?
Oh, I just happened to look at Sawyer's video feed right when Desmond was doing this like sweet spin move off of the beanbag.
Every day. He's like, was that pretty cool? And I'll be like, yep, that was pretty cool.
No, it was.
Dude.
I gotta be honest though, that spin move he had with the pillow, that was pretty cool.
I was like, would 5-year-old me think that was pretty cool? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
He did a flip onto his bed, and I was like, yeah.
His Audra, like, he's gonna fucking crack his skull open. And you're just
Dude,
standing there like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Flips were cool until I was 25, and now they're just unsafe but still cool. So like,
Yeah, the fact that like Tony Hawk is still doing flips and he's like damn near 60, I'm like, that man's
he that old now?
skeleton is either made of titanium or he is just going to
I think he's
Explode
in his 60s.
in a
No, he
pile.
actually
bone
a few months
shards.
back he
I
like
think
broke his
it's
ankle.
the same thing where it's like the same thing that Johnny Knoxville is able to still do that stuff because he knows how to fall.
Yeah, but he's
That's
also
part of it, too.
incest mutant. Like,
But I mean, that's not untrue. Like from skateboarding, I know how to fall. I know how to
No,
fall in a
for
way that I
sure.
won't hurt my
Yeah.
head or break my wrist, or even though I did break
Have
my
I-
wrist the one time.
Have I been nerfed? Is that what's happening?
No, you are.
Yes.
You're the ball blaster.
We were talking about
Oh.
guns.
All I gotta say
Oh,
is
guns.
it's Nerf or nothing, man.
and you didn't
So
have a
it's-
camera on, so yep. That's where it went.
Now I'm a Nerf gun.
You're a Nerf
There's a
gun.
Nerf gun.
More like your
There you
Nerf
go.
fun.
That's better.
Here. I put.
Tony
I
Hawk is
made this-
56. He's not quite in his
Yes.
60s.
I made this iced tea with far too
Yeah,
much
well,
sugar.
that's what I said. He's pushing 60.
Oh, that's what I should
He's a
have
year
done.
older than my mom.
I just got hot tea.
I made
Hey,
cold tea.
how come nobody makes hot sports drinks?
ew.
brother? Drink
What
my
the
hot
fuck?
Kool-Aid.
I always microwave my Gatorade before I
That was
drink
three
it.
of us at the same time.
Psychotic? Like, what the fuck?
How come, yeah, how come there's no like?
Oh,
How
you
come
just
there's no
played
sports tea?
basketball for 6 hours? You want to fucking drink something hot?
No, but people
Suppose-
play like football out in the snow.
Justin
suppose-
has on the record. Justin has said to me, he goes, "Aaron, this guy reminds me of you."
There's no hot sports drinks because you're not brave enough to microwave it. That's why.
Think about it
I
this
forgot
way.
that
though.
moment.
Did hot Kool-Aid
Thanks for
sound
reminding
like
me.
something that was like good to you
Hot
when that was
Kool-Aid?
the whole thing? Was like hot Kool-Aid.
So when I was living with Justin, every now and again, I would just stick my head in his room with making this dumb face.
You want a pot of Kool-Aid?
But that was like
Made a fresh pot of Kool-Aid.
After
And then
you like
slowly go out.
my bedroom door had a creak, and he would open it as slowly as possible to really
Yep.
draw out that creak.
Well, no, it was yours.
Listen, I'm just saying, why don't they just keep like one of those big like church coffee things full
Well,
of
because
like
the door squeak was the
power
warning.
tea
Because if you were in there
on the
naked,
sideline.
you wanted to
Just-
be able to
Fucking
leave.
Gatorade? Like,
Just put your
no,
protein
power
powder.
tea, like I said.
That
Like
is-
some
Just
like
put your
some
protein
fucking
powder in your coffee, bro.
That's a good precaution.
yeah, it's just like chamomile tea with electrolytes.
You
and
never know what you're gonna
creatine.
find in there.
This chapter is called
Me
"Everyone
either.
is having their own
dude, this
conversations
fucking tea just
over
makes you
each
get the
other."
creatine shits.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Put creatine in your
I'd-
coffee. Who's stopping you?
Holy
like to,
God,
I'd,
man.
I'd like to put forward my $1 million
That is such
idea.
a bad idea.
What's
Like,
that?
Is it a bad
hot-
idea? People make chocolate milk with it. Why can't you make just coffee with
a
chocolate?
a hot pre-workout called Creatine.
Creatine. There you go. I'm
Creatine's
actually
pretty good.
surprised.
I don't know why, but that sounds really gross.
yeah. You know why?
Well, the
Because
fact
it
that
is
it's
gross.
pre-workout means that it's going to get you just fucking balls to the wall amped, and like the idea of like a green tea or a chamomile that's just going to fuck my entire day up
Do you
if I
already
don't
work out,
go
bro?
to the gym
Listen,
is
always-
a little bit. Yeah, that seems.
It's always
Fun-
sunny. Kind
fun-
of did this when fight milk already. To be honest,
Hot pre-workout.
I type in
I
creatine
need to watch
and I
that
just
show.
get create a fighter from Mortal Kombat because they spell it with a K.
God.
Because it's
Fun
create.
fact, apparently Gatorade is supposed to be drunk at room temperature to make it like
True.
best for you.
slightly
You're
slightly
supposed-
under room temperature, but yeah.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
drink water at room temperature. It's better for you. Your
Yeah,
body
except-
processes it better.
Yeah, but here's the thing: when I'm overheating, I don't want to drink room temperature water because it's
Listen,
also
Yeah.
if I
98
drink
No,
cold
degrees.
water
If
and
you're
then it goes in
overheating,
my
like if you have actual like heat exhaustion or heaven forbid heat stroke, do not drink something cold. Your body will go into shock.
Oh, good.
Listen,
Fucking
if it
sideline
goes,
me.
if cold things go into my hot mammal body, then it become warm. That's how temperatures work.
Yeah, so you might as well just drink it at room temperature.
I don't.
if
and,
oven hot,
it's gonna get
go
warm
room
cold
temperature-
hot.
Also, room temperature is not 98.6 degrees unless
It's like
you're a
60
mutant
degrees
and-
or 60, 70, somewhere around there.
It's been like
I think room
98
temperature
degrees
is
where I am
defined
right
70
now.
degrees.
You know who's in a really nice temperature right now? It's them. You know who's not? Everybody else.
I figured someone was going to fucking get their hand on the ball for that here in a second.
Damn,
It is-
my,
it's
my,
just like-
my,
I have no
my
control
job has
over
been
this.
taken.
Too much snow.
Look at the segue. My powers have passed to a greater force.
proud of that
But
one.
I
yeah,
turn to the party and say, I hate North Dakota. Let's get out of this freezing hellscape.
so last time we met and actually played the game, because last time we met we were having character discussions, which was pretty fun actually. I enjoyed that.
That was great.
I actually hate.
You've been with these characters for a very long time. So
That's
It was
too bad.
awful. It was,
How's it feel to be a terrible person?
Oh man, it feels
I'm so
great.
happy that today I found my friends. They're in my
Well, no, you
head.
didn't. You left your friends, if you
Yeah, what
remember
the
right.
fuck?
I'm just singing our theme song because all of our characters are in our
Sam's
heads.
so happy because her friends are all back there. Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys went around, you did a little shopping, you talked to some monkeys, you fought some people. I don't know. It's been a while. Who knows what happened? I know what happened. You guys went
what
to
is
go
Ghost
But
see.
you can't really tell.
Yeah, you guys actually went to go see Hab. Does anybody remember why you went to go see Hab? What were you doing there?
We needed to get an enchantment on a.
There are
Mundane
two people
Ruby.
there are two people that know what was going on over there. One of them ran away, and the other one's not at camera at the moment.
You're getting an enchantment on a ruby.
There's gonna be a switcheroo of some kind. I don't know.
Like I said,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yes,
you
There's
guys
some
wanted
sort
to
of
make,
deception happening. That
Yeah,
much.
Jared,
we know.
yeah,
like-
you guys wanted to make it look like you guys got a gem that looks somewhat like the magical gem that you
Oh, it looks
had.
exactly like it now.
Yes,
Some-
it does look exactly like it now. And you needed. Did you guys actually get him to cast that? Because I think he was.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
needed
he
to charge you
charged
some
us
money
too.
for that. Yep. So
Like a jerk.
yes, he did. Cast a spell on it to make it have a
Eli.
magical aura on
He's-
it.
And then he said he
Um,
doesn't love us anymore.
You guys do know
he's
that.
like- He was like, "Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Get me the fuck out of here."
Yeah, he seemed a little. He's like, hey, yo, how's them contracts coming? By the way. But yeah, the gem, yeah, it's not going to be. It's not a 1-to-1 facsimile, as you guys know, because the original gems, when you cast detect magic on them,
Turned
glow
into a
like you're looking at
fucking
the sun.
lighthouse.
Whereas these don't, but they do have a magical aura on there.
That doesn't sound anything like a simile.
A simile.
It sounds like facts, though.
Yeah, it does.
Well, Eli said that he might be losing power, and well, far be it from me to call him a liar.
His kitchen flooded yesterday too.
Jesus,
Oh, he's having
fuck!
having a hell of a time of it.
That's what you get for living.
we were
in Canada.
gonna play MechWarrior online last night, and he's like, "So my kitchen's flooded." It's like, "Oh
Well,
shit!"
I thought you said his engine flooded. His kitchen flooded is so much worse.
Oh, it's so much worse. But he's
Yeah,
renting, so that's
Fuck it. What? Why?
Why is he renting?
Yeah,
because it's cheaper.
he is like a homeowner, though, right?
Not anymore. He sold that house.
Oh,
For
I didn't
profit.
know he sold it.
Yeah, for profit.
Well, fucking there you go. All right. Well, aside from all of the real estate and whatnot, yes, you guys went and talked to Habs. I believe that did Sem have the fake ruby and the real ruby?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, I'm coming back.
Possibly.
Is that what you said
You didn't
before you
say as
walked
far
in?
as you know.
No, you said
He doesn't-
goodbye.
Have one of them.
I had a
So you said like, what were your last words? Like, I'm sorry, and then you just walked through.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry,
But
I'll be
wh-
back. And then
You
I
don't
do
have
believe that's about what he said.
one
Yes.
of them, I think. I think I have receipts for that.
and then I schlorped the fuck out of there.
Tree slurping.
Well, what the fuck are we
Tree
going to do
slurping.
now, eh?
Get the hell out of this cold
Yeah, well, how are we gonna do that? Our ride just left.
Habs has rope tricks.
house. Says fire.
Daddy.
What, Desmond?
So, the way that I was going to do this, I need you to tell me which tree did you teleport to?
The tree that he told me to.
He didn't tell you to teleport to a tree. He just told you to teleport. Well, he just told you to bring it to him. You do know that you can't teleport to the tree in his
No.
sanctuary.
We had that conversation when we tried.
Yep, because it's on a different plane.
Right. Yeah, it probably would have been. It definitely wouldn't have been the house. Because she knows Teresa is there. Teresa is there.
Is there one that you would have picked out?
Most likely just the closest one to the destination.
So the closest one to the destination is going to be in the castle courtyard. Is that where you're looking at?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So the
Sam
second
does
question I was going to do is
Truly embodied
I
chaotic.
was going to give you the option of doing this in like we could do this solo or we could do it with everybody else here. It's up to you.
I want to see, before we do that, I want to see how Knox talks to the rest of the party about
Okay. Well, if you're staying around for how Knox talks to the rest of
Yeah,
the
that's
party, we got to do the rest of it with the rest of the party here too.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we're good enough
So
at not letting
what
them,
does everyone? Yeah, what happens as soon
affect
as
us.
Because my
Hey, Sappy, Sapy,
It's a
Sapai?
sapy.
It's a
It's a
Sapai.
the party will find out what's going on
It's
Yes.
Sassapy.
pretty quickly
Um,
after it happens. So
So yeah, what does the party say to each other as Sem leaves? As Sem just fucking like tree walks out of there, moonwalks
I-
into the tree.
I believe we ended that final episode with Aewen going, "In the cold." Come on!
Well, yeah, but I mean, like after it sort of sets in, what's happened? What do you guys say to each other? I don't know how to speak Portuguese. I apologize.
Oh, it's what language do you use?
Ooh, Brazilian.
Oh, you're
Wow.
Brazilian.
It is the language of Brazil.
I've got family in
I am
Brazil.
not Brazilian, but I've had a Brazilian.
How many?
I
is a
wouldn't recommend it.
Brazilian?
I got a
How
buddy
many?
live in Brazil right now.
Especially when you're a hairy
Ouchie.
dude like me, it's not a good way to do things.
How many is a Brazilian?
I have so many questions.
Anyway,
And you'll have none of them answered. I guess Aewen's just trying out some choice swear words she heard from some dragon traders and is like stomping back towards town.
She could have took me with, since I know
For a
everything
fire.
anyways.
Is she saying them like completely wrong? So it's like,
Oh yeah.
ass, son of a shit.
So she's saying
It's like
them
listening to an
precise-
Indian person swear.
Well, no, she's saying them precisely as she heard
Damn
them,
bastard,
but like
fucking
chained
right.
together. Yeah, chained together in a bad sequence.
Bloody fucking bastard shit.
You will be a fuck mother.
Pretty much.
Oh, so my like extent
Oh,
of
it's a sappy
what I know in
language,
German.
cool.
Oh,
I
well,
only know the swear words.
boy, howdy. Sappy, you're...
This is the deep end, I'm afraid.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to say that I have an extensive vocabulary, but we have an extensive vocabulary of just words that are not probably useful in polite conversation, and boy, howdy, are you going to hear some of them.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
gonna
part
say
of
I
it.
If you
have an
didn't,
you can
if you
learn-
didn't catch that from us, just like
That's part of it, so you can
swearing
learn to
for
swear.
we're
a
gonna
couple
teach you
minutes
all
there.
the bad words.
That's the first words you
but-
learn in any language.
So yeah, Aewen starts stomping back
the most fun to
into the village. What's everybody else doing?
Bernie's
I would
gonna
say
yelling at probably, I don't know, Knox. He probably knows Sem the most. Like, so what the hell is that all about? Is this it?
How long have we known Bernie at this point? How much would I tell Bernie about?
You
Then
have
just,
known
like, 2
Bernie.
weeks,
Flight from the Thieves Guild.
2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
2 or
it's
3
only been
weeks.
like a few weeks, something like that, at the most.
She's just going to go see someone.
So yeah,
I'm sure she'll be
Aewen,
back.
You
You better be back.
keep heading back in.
Yarp.
Aewen
the
is very
unders
much
back.
like
Right.
not wanting
Yeah, I
to
guess-
deal with the cold at the moment.
Yeah,
I
she's
probably
going
would have
back
said more to Aewen if she would have
Habs,
asked,
wants a
but she
fire.
just stormed off.
Oh, Maury's there too.
Yeah,
Maury's there.
yeah. Mrohy is angry. As
Wow,
Mrohy
Maury,
does.
I feel like you've just been a background character for so long. And I can't put my finger on why.
Alabaster have anything to say to this?
I feel like the-
Alabaster is, I think, just kind of like in his little cat
His cat
carrier
in
in
at
his
the
kitten
moment.
carrier.
Right, it's cold here.
Yes.
He's in his kitten calendar.
I can't help but feel that the light behind Maury's eyes is just gone.
So here's my question. Are you guys just going to go back into the village, or are you going to keep a watch out on the edge of the village to see when Sem comes back, or are you going to? Well, how
How's
are
the
you
weather?
handling this situation? Weather at the moment is fairly mild compared to some of the days that you've seen being around this area. It's not
Okay.
blizzard conditions at the moment, but
So
you
you
do
don't
Sam,
know
get
how
a
quick
response
that
on the
change.
shell phone.
we'll get to you here in a second.
her shell phone?
I think I'm gonna hang out by the tree and collect snow.
You're
as
just
it
gonna
falls
hang
on
out
me.
at the tree.
Just pick them up
Yeah.
with the tweezers, one flake at a time. Collect.
I do think probably Mrohy would go back inside.
All that metal on him, he's losing heat quick.
Yeah.
I already stayed on top of a mountain, so I have cold resistance 12 billion.
Is that how that
I
works?
don't know that that's how that works.
I don't know. He's got a point there, Shane.
I'm
Did
pretty
hang
sure
out in the hot
I meditated
springs,
with a
so
monk.
That gives him some, at least temporary resistance, right?
Fine, you get out of a jacuzzi into
To get
snow
that
and see how long
resistance,
you last.
You take levels in bunk.
I want to take levels in
I don't think
bunk.
they even get that.
I get a giant bonus to my snore check.
You get a
No.
giant bonus to your saves. If you have
got a
wisdom.
giant
So-
intimidation score.
Anyway,
Man, he's really collecting snow. He's snoring the snow off of the trees above him.
You guys, so
I don't think Sam's gonna be gone that long.
you guys, Saw and Justin, Bernie, and Knox are going to stay outside and kind of wait around and see if anything comes back.
yeah, Bernie's just kind of kicking snow around and just in an all around very poor mood.
I guess I would explain to the group that what Sam's gonna do with our treasure here is better than what I was getting. So
What the hell were you gonna do with it?
With our treasure here.
well, I wasn't gonna do anything with it. I was just gonna give it to you guys. And wink.
Roll a will save.
I was gonna say, who knows what he would do with it? Just I was gonna give it to you.
William, save.
William save.
Oh, you're good. I have no idea what you're thinking.
Oh yeah, using the
Elmo
helmet.
picking up women.
But yeah, we'll say that you guys take a spot next to the tree, like sit down next to the wall here. The Alabaster curls up in his little cat carrier.
In his kitten calendar.
Yes, in his kitten calendar. And I'm gonna guess that Bernie and Knox are probably not talking a whole lot at the moment, just kind of like sitting in, I would say, a sort of uneasy silence, just sort of watching the tree next to each other.
No, I'd be telling them about dumb shit I used to do when I was a kid when I was stealing stuff in the city.
All right, Aewen and Mrohy are both like
incessantly with copious
eating a bowl
amounts
of
of
soup.
unnecessary detail.
No, everything's
So-
super vague, so it's like you barely get the story because I don't want to be. He seems like somebody who'd snitch. He works for a church. I can't get a good read off Bernie.
one. Oh,
What are you
Lost
trying to
Thomas,
suss
did
out?
we just lose AI as well? What the hell?
They're all dying.
All right.
Nice beers.
Maybe he lost power or something.
So,
What do you think, Bernie? Want to make a bet on when she comes back?
I got much to bet with, and I'm awarded
Bernie
to you.
and Knox could do Arctic Olympics.
Hey, I used to do this thing with my buddy El-Anon called Olympics.
Pub Olympics. So you
know what
can
we
climb
could
the
do.
tree faster.
Yeah, now we're a bit more powerful than we used to be. It's more than chopping down trees. Now we could just decimate things. So
So what did
All
that all
right.
entail?
oh, uh-oh.
Oh, he's interested.
we just like we'd find little competitions and things, and we would see who could do them better. That's all it was. All it needs to be.
So, we will go to Sem. Sem,
Take it
you
to
know
the
that
bridge.
coming in through that in the middle of the castle there is a courtyard. Sort of surrounded by all of the castle walls and everything. It's sort of like in the center of the castle. I think probably you guys would have figured out right by this point that based on the architecture, the courtyard is essentially where the tower that welcome back.
Apologies, mild technical issues on my end.
Is that the courtyard is where the
Look at that dense boy.
the tower that the
A
prince
dense cat.
stays in.
Ooh, oh my
would
god, he's
be.
even fatter.
So yes, you arrive in the courtyard.
Warp my way out of there.
You step out of the tree from there. What are you going to do from here?
She's a Schlorping.
Well, Sem did let the prince know that she was on her way.
When did she do that?
In the Frost Village. I sent you a DM.
I have to go back and look. Haven't looked in a second.
But he is the DM.
Did you know that the prince's phone number is 877 cash now?
Okay. So, yes.
Yep, so I
you
said,
did-
and I quote, Sem is going to use the shell phone, well, the shell now.
Yep.
Say that they are headed and use transport via plants to a tree that the prince indicates.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't have time to get to that. And,
But I did state that before using this.
so yeah, he would have told you to just come as close as possible, which
Okay, well,
this would
that's
be.
where we are.
That's what she said.
It did take a while for the message to get back to you. So,
Well, cool. Great minds then.
Yes.
That's fortuitous.
Yes. Well, no, it would have taken like the entire, because you did it when you guys first showed up to the village, correct?
Yeah, they all ran in.
Yeah. So it would have taken, like, by the time that you guys were talking, everybody was talking to Habs, and you would have just heard like a faint whisper on your shell phone, because it is the message spell. So it is, not exactly super loud. I think you're the only one that can actually hear it. But
Yeah, it's
Like
not
most
like
shell phones.
it's not like the One Piece snails where they're
no, they do the bada
super loud.
lick.
Gotcha.
But yes, you step out. As soon as you step out, what are you doing from here?
Looking around.
Looking around. Give me a perception check.
Give me a wisdom check.
What?
A wisdom check?
Oh, it don't.
Aaron has to remember where his perception checks
That's
are.
pretty good.
It's not bad. That's pretty good.
You have a plus 21.
Gnome.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
And wisdom.
And it's a class skill. And it's
Yeah.
10 ranks.
Good golly, Miss Molly. Ooh.
I've never played Call of Cthulhu. I've wanted to.
We will.
Ordum Paranormal sounds cool.
So,
I've got a short module we can do.
as you are, do you just like,
Like Cthulhu, man.
are you just kind of like standing around, kind of like taking in your surroundings sort of
Well,
a deal?
Sem isn't one for knowing how politics works, but she has been to the palace enough to know that you aren't supposed to go somewhere where you aren't supposed to go, and just showing up in a tree may not necessarily be the best idea. So she's looking for people who...
Come on, man. She's walking
do
through the
see
courtyard
people,
going,
like-
la 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 la, staring at the sun.
You do see there are some people
The
out here
ultimate
just sort of
fireball.
milling about.
Let me put it this way, Saw. It didn't stop her from doing it.
Yeah,
So there are people milling
imagine they
about.
have
You just know you
the
should be opening
conjuration
random
magic
doors.
detector, some kind.
The
That'd be a good thing to install.
Wow, nice day. Way better in the winter.
you do know that the city
Oh,
has
cool.
been kind of precarious lately, but it seems like it hasn't made it into the heart of the castle yet. It seems it does seem like there are less people around than there usually are. Probably most people are trying to make themselves as scarce as possible, but you do still see that there are like nobles and stuff walking around in their fancy regalia, having conversations with each
Cell phone
other.
is one message to and back once a day. Is that right?
The
it
shell of
each time you activate it?
sending. Once per day, anyone holding a shell of sending can whisper up to 25 words
Oh,
into the
once
shell.
per day.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so I wouldn't
You
be
have
able to send
very
him another message and be like, "Yo, I'm here."
You literally have 1 minute on your prepaid shell phone per day. I like the name that Ordem Paranormal. I'll have to check that out. Brazilian RPG. Sounds fascinating.
So, Ordem Paranormal.
Do we have to learn Portuguese to play?
Huh.
it?
I don't know. I hope not. I can get my grandmother to teach me though. She speaks it. Grew up in Brazil.
Oh, that's really cool.
Mm.
At one point, she spoke 5 languages. She's the same.
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of wait, I
Wow.
guess.
So you wait for a little while. And just kind of people milling by doing their
Sam
thing.
gets bored and starts watching a colony of bugs crawling on this tree.
Yes, up north is where the castle well, it's like I said, it's in the center of the castle, so you can pretty much get in there from anywhere from inside of the courtyard here. Up north is where you guys usually go when you're here. That's kind of where the direction it is to get to that you know of to get to Simon's room.
If you're lost and don't know where to go to in the castle,
Holy shit! Okay, let's go that way then.
Okay.
to the right in the
As you move up there, I would say you probably get to about here. Actually, I would say you probably get to about here when you notice that there is somebody sitting on top of the kind of hanging out of one of the windows as you approach.
Okay,
Are
who's
they
that?
dead?
What does they look like?
It's someone you've not talked to a whole lot, but you do know that Knox knows him pretty well. It is a man in
Steve.
roguish gear, garb.
Yeah, not who I want to run into.
I forget his name. What's his name?
His
Peter.
name is
Peter.
Peter. Moons.
Not Pitor.
Not Peter.
Peter.
Yes.
Holy buffs, Batman.
Yeah, there's some stuff that he needs to have on as just, I don't know why they are showing up twice, though.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I don't
pirate
want
hat.
that guy to come anywhere near me.
Yeah, you kind of catch his eye. He sees that you've seen him.
And you're like, oh.
And he's like, Fancy seeing you here by yourself. Where's the rest of the crew? You and Knox usually seem pretty tight.
Oh, they're
Hate
around.
if you didn't make it back. What do you say to him?
They're around. That's a straight roll. That's probably the best bluff she's got in her.
Okay. He looks at you. He's just sort of like, huh. Around. Care to
Look at your around.
elaborate on that?
No. As we shout,
Well, how
80
goes?
feet, 80 feet across the courtyard.
How? Yeah, I mean, it's a while. It's a little bit of a ways. He's like, how goes the mission that you're working on, eh? What?
Them just gives him one of these.
So you wouldn't happen to be bringing the gem? Think I heard something about bringing it to Teresa. Maybe you're skipping the middleman and bringing it to the king, though, huh?
Oh, they have that.
Give me another. Another bluff check.
Oh God.
Nat 20? Hey!
Oh
Call
my
it.
god.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, they have it.
All right, let me.
It's not an auto success. That's how as far as skill checks go.
He kind of narrows his eyes at you a little bit. He's like, huh. Maybe so, might not. Well,
Oh, give me my nat 20. Come on.
Nat 20 is him not, like, outright disbelieving you when you already lied to him once.
Skill checks don't get auto successes on nat 20s or net.
Basically, I'm giving you a higher degree of success than I normally would.
What's with the third degree, Shane?
You still fail, but the critical success makes it a success.
He's like, so he's basically saying like, well, be that as it may.
He
why don't
agrees
we,
that it's a possibility. Let's put it that way.
Why don't we
Yeah.
all, why don't you let me show you around? I can play the gracious host. Not the best at it, but I've been known to do all right now and then.
More like the inglorious bastard.
What's his name? Lyndon, right?
Prince Lyndon Morton, yes,
Yeah.
is the guy that you're going to see. Possibly, I guess. I don't know.
How do you not know? You're in control here, Shane.
Well,
would he trust this guy because he
That's-
trusts Knox, or does Sem trust this guy? Does she trust Knox?
Yeah, but
It's just-
Knox
you
and
know,
him have
thieves
a
aren't
weird
to be-
relationship.
Knox
Yeah.
and Peter do have kind of a weird relationship.
It's like mutual respect, but it not necessarily trust. Respect doesn't equal trust. So
well, thank you, Sappy. That's very nice. I try to make it as entertaining as possible. If not for these guys, then I guess for you as well.
Knox is thinking to himself, I feel like I should be somewhere talking for Sem.
He's like,
yeah.
see
was
by
really
your
bad.
see by your armor, you like to have a drink. I can
All right.
I could show you how show you where they keep the good stuff. Stuff not even Knox knows about.
Never accept a drink from a stranger. It's the first thing they teach you in children's safety.
Don't
camps.
get in the van.
Don't move to a
Don't
second
get in the
location.
van.
He doesn't have booze.
Oh,
Get in there and it's just an empty
all
van.
that wisdom and that low of a Sense motive.
It's not a class skill.
Okay.
Druids are easily
Forest
lied
person
to.
doesn't know social cues.
It makes sense then.
Druids are trusting.
Forest people, forest
It's like, yeah,
people,
show you
taste
for a
like
drink
forest,
and
talk like
What?
people.
What?
we'll wait
what
on
does
your
a-
friends. How's
what
about
does a
that?
14 get me? Sense motive.
Sense motive, a 14. I would say
It's above
a
it's above
14
DC 10.
at the moment gets you that it seems like where he was once a little bit more sort of like coiled, it seems like he has relaxed a little bit. And it seems to you right now that he is just offering a drink.
This guy's oiled. That's hot.
He's
I
a
said
creep.
coiled.
It's so hot.
That's less hot.
He's so coiled. Sem knows
kills
that he's
people.
part of the King's men. He's a Kingsman.
Yes.
Like the movie?
You know he's part of Teresa's crew.
And we know Teresa was trying to get the gem for the king. Which, consequently enough, it was Sem's idea to split the gems between the two and force the two parties to work together. But then things have happened since then.
I suppose they must have.
So, what are you thinking right now? What is Sem thinking?
Well, because Sem knows that Prince Linden knows that she can transport to any large tree that
Mhm.
she's familiar with. And he said to get here as close as possible. Sem also knows that Prince Linden is a smart, if not forgetful guy.
You also know that he never leaves his tower.
Yeah, but would he send William? Or what's his name?
Are you talking about
Simon?
Prince Simon?
No, this guy. What's his name?
Peter.
Peter.
Oh, this is Peter.
Peter. Would he send Peter? That's...
You... Okay.
The corral?
Sem is not the best at paying attention. So I think what I'm going to say is make me an untrained knowledge check. And that is to say, make me a straight up intelligence check.
Damn.
20. You know that anytime the prince has had a message for you, there's only one person he's ever sent.
And that is...
Simon. Or, no.
Yes.
Yes. Shit.
Duke.
Sorry, there's too many princes. I get them all mixed up. Yes.
You made my brother in Christ. You made
You
the characters.
invented them!
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well...
But no, well, here's the thing, is I've gotten those two mixed up enough times that when I say it out loud, I have
You're
to
like,
like
wait.
second guess myself. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, is that the right one? Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, the prince. Wait, because we know him as the prince, the king, and the duke.
Yes. The Duke is the one that has been sent to you whenever
Just
he has
making a
message
character
for you.
decision to not care. So it works out pretty well for me. I don't have to keep it straight.
Hey,
Because let's be honest, Knox doesn't care.
yeah, I'm actually rolling uncharacteristically well.
You're rolling all the skills that you're not good
Yeah.
at, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sappy, he's been rolling damn well today, which makes up for how he usually rolls on our Tuesday games.
Post the photo.
How many ones in the
He's got it framed.
He's got it framed, yeah.
Very nice. Very
He
nice.
rolled, what was it? 8d6? 76.
76. It was 6 ones into 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my luck.
He couldn't even commit to all ones either.
I'm
That's the
really
sad
leaning
thing.
into our stream, our group
It's a
name, the
Nerf
Bad
card,
Dice
actually.
Club.
Yes.
Right.
Dice.
So what's
These
Sam
things
doing
are
here?
everywhere. now.
Sam's
Everywhere.
kind of standing around. Peter's like,
Sam would say,
So,
well, I
going or what?
would absolutely love to have a drink, but I'm actually here on a personal errand of my own.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
what
that's
kind of
why
errand's that?
I'm waiting for the Duke.
Errand.
Huh. What sort of business do you and the Duke?
I said it's a personal errand.
Old Dookie
He jumps down from the window.
Does he do a flip?
No, but he does. He just sort of like kicks his legs out and then lands like feet together.
So he
Does that
doesn't do
thing
like
where
he
he, like-
doesn't do like that slow backflip off the.
Nope, he just kicks his feet out, lands with his feet together, does that thing where he like fully goes down into like a ball sort of a deal with his like knees and his chest, and then pops right back up.
Oh, the reason I say because if he did a flip, someone would be like, "Oh, that's so cool."
No. Peter doesn't have nearly the flair for the dramatic as
Well,
some
the
of
whole
the other
point
people
of being
you've
a
seen.
thief is not being seen, so it's best to avoid flair.
He's like, well, milady,
Oh, gross.
why don't you let me escort you wherever it is you're going, eh?
Hang on. Stop for a second.
Okay.
I need to open my character.
I
Sheet.
tried to show my son how to frisbee with his tiles, and I was like, showing him wrist movement. It's in the wrist movement. Now he's just flapping his wrist, then throwing it. I'm like, no, you don't do it a bunch of
I
times.
don't think he can fly.
To let
so
go.
Emma's gonna turn into a small air elemental and just fly straight up.
You turn into an air elemental.
An air elemental.
That's a standard action. I still have my move action.
Okay. As you do
If
that,
we're rolling initiative.
yeah, I think we need to roll initiative. So let's see here.
Isn't there something about splitting the party?
Oh,
can't remember what the-
you
Listen!
never the party.
Are we supposed to not do that? Is that what it is?
I think that's correct.
For an end game, Sem can probably just explode this guy 6 times. And
No.
there's some stuff going on.
Out of
with
all
Sam.
of them, this is the one that I'm the most scared of because reflex saves. Sam doesn't have a whole lot of mind control, so
What the thing that Knox took so he could stop getting fireballed by you? That's the thing you're most afraid of? Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't take it. It just comes with rogue.
the majority of her spells target reflex. So
The belt of dexterity was so I could dodge more fireballs.
Do a mortal dude. What's a mortal dude?
Trying to.
I was like, I need to level up my reflex because his fireballs are getting higher saves.
So you haven't rolled your initiative yet?
yeah, I was looking for it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
wow.
So yes,
That's
Peter
more like it.
sees you.
Only a +7. That doesn't seem right.
Use a hero point.
It's just your dex bonus.
It's just dex.
plus whatever feats and traits
Yeah.
you get.
Feats.
Yeah, there's improved
Oh.
initiative. That's
Yeah,
right.
improved initiative.
You do have improved initiative?
I don't.
Oh, you
I
have
have
the
excitable.
excitable feat.
Yeah,
Yes, for
Just
being a gnome.
Another +2.
So, Peter is going to go first.
Peter, the
He
horse
is
here.
going to You see he's not actually going to double move because you are farther away than what he would be able to make it to you anyways. So you see him as a move action instead pulls a wand out of his coat, points in the air, and you see a flare shoots straight up into the sky.
That's not great.
Is that his move?
turn,
Yes,
yeah.
grabbing the wand was his move action. Casting from the wand was a standard action.
EUMD.
Yep. Oh, actually, you know what? You're right. I do have to roll that.
You have to roll it against the
Use magic
wand.
device.
He probably gets it.
Way more than enough.
Rogues today only know 3 things: stab, eat, big egg, use magical device, and lie.
Yes, eat big egg.
That's 4 things.
And as a free action on his turn, he's like, well, coming for you, little lady.
So he
And-
just winks and tilts a non-existent hat and flies up.
So you are just flying straight up. Okay. So you're just flying straight up. Are you
Full movement speed,
full movement
Straight
speed?
up.
So you're going 60 feet straight up?
120.
Straight. I don't know if we can go that far.
Does an air elemental have 60 feet?
Full movement, yeah. 60 feet, perfect. 60 feet of fly with perfect maneuverability, so it'd be 120 feet as a
I
double
think
move
usually if you
action.
go straight up, though, it goes by half.
I
Perfect.
do believe so.
Maneuverability.
Yes. You're a medium air elemental?
No, it should be small.
A small air elemental. So even small ones have 100 foot fly speed, perfect maneuverability. So yes, you will be able to go 100 feet straight up into the air if you double move.
That's an awful lot of feet.
Sure.
All right. So, you fly straight up into the air. Is there anything that you want to do now that you're up here? Any like
Continue
minor
looking
actions?
for the Duke.
She's looking for the Duke. Give me a perception check.
If I attack somebody from the sky, is the ground a wall?
How does a wall?
27.
suppose that's
You
a
do
matter
not
of
see
perspective.
any sign of the Duke at the moment. In your message, you didn't get anything that said that the Duke was going to meet you. All you saw was, come to the closest thing.
Yeah, but that's,
Um,
like you said, that's just some remembering.
Yes. So yeah, you don't see any.
He did see the prince one time outside of his thing, and that's when he visited her in her hotel room.
Yes, that is the only time you have ever seen him outside.
Or
of
the
tower.
room at the
First
house, I think.
Yes.
So she'd be looking for either of them, realistically.
You do not see anything at the moment. You can make me a so you got a decent perception check. I would say let me see what you have for skills at the moment. Not a whole lot of knowledge. You do have perception.
Skill monkey Sem is not.
Yeah, druids are not super skilled.
I actually still think I have some points to spend, but we'll do that later.
I would say here's what I will say. I would let you make a survival check to try and follow your instincts and try and find the path that you've walked before.
Yeah,
you knew that
two
you knew
ranks
that
in
the entrance that you usually go is into the north. but you know it's like up some stairs and stuff. You're not sure. You know, like there's open windows everywhere.
Number
There's a
15.
bunch of places that you could fly into at the moment, but you're not sure where to go from here.
Okay.
So Peter is going
Not Peter.
not Peter. We have some turning.
Max damage underhanded trick. Some could do it.
It might
call
just
it
be
the Knox
crazy enough to
bomb.
work.
Knox bomb.
All right. So he is going to
Angrily shake fist at Cloud.
No, not quite.
Old man yells at Cloud.
Also fly.
So I'm curious. Would that make Knox fat man or little boy?
Little boy.
Yeah. Batman is Sam.
Yeah.
I've
I
had this
think
discussion
he-
before, and this is how it went before.
He's going to double move to get as close to you as he can. He looks up at you and he's like, by all means, little lady, take all the time you need. Library's not that far from the courtyard.
Knox Bombi. What does that mean?
Means they're coming for you.
And I ran so far away.
Stem is frustrated.
And confused.
Yeah, not really confused. More like feels maybe unlucky. She just followed directions, right?
No,
While
yeah,
this is happening.
like yeah, and Sem is not great at this subterfuge type of stuff, subterfuge and whatnot. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'll just go there, and then I'll be done with what I was doing. It's totally fine."
Not subtle. Sem is.
Forgetting that Knox usually does all the talking.
Yeah, should have turned it like into a bug and then walk through the tree.
Knox just talks a bunch, and then there's booze in his hand. I don't understand how he does it.
How many
Then there's
trees
just
has
booze in his hand.
How many trees has Sem spoken with that speak Vietnamese? I wonder.
Doesn't speak with trees, does she?
Well, Stem could probably cast speak to plants, but she just can't do that.
I think most trees just go water.
What?
Yum yum. Oh, I like the sun. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Yum yum vitamins. Iron in the ground.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh. Oh yeah, okay. Carousel's in a weird spot for
Turn greater than 45 degrees
my
by
screen.
spending
Okay.
5.
He's checking
Oh,
to see
you know
how
what?
many
We already
D6
did round
fireball
2,
is.
so yes, it's your turn in round 2.
So I found this errata. When a creature is flying, that creature decides to ascend at a 45-degree angle. The rule states that it moves at half speed. Do the rules for diagonal square counting still apply when moving up diagonally this way? Yes, no. Oh, I guess that's diagonally.
Yeah.
Every time
Okay.
I hear you say that word,
Diagonally.
The rules for ascending are handled by speed reduction instead of asking players GMs to ascertain diagonal. Okay.
Every time I hear
So
you say
what's
that word,
Sem doing
errata,
from here?
It just makes me think of Zap Brannigan going erratic.
But with your
Erratic.
perfect, you get +8 to your checks. Fly checks, if you need them. That's pretty cool.
I'm loving
Do you know which
dicey
way
here.
the direction the library is?
We call her
Make me.
Dice
I would say
Fatty?
make me another survival check to see if she. Like I said, at this point, Sem is basically running on instinct. Make me another survival check to see if she could like know direction, just based on cardinal directions of where things are in the castle. Survive 23. That's not bad. The library is much bigger, so I think Sem would know her way there much easier. She knows that the library is in fact to the west.
This way.
Yes.
What do you think Bernie and Knox are doing?
Bernie challenged him to a knife throwing fight.
Knife throwing fight?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he carved a target onto the tree.
Where is it?
I don't think I have anything for throwing knives.
The UI is so much different between one.
I know
and
it
two,
can be
like
a little
that.
bit difficult, especially when we, when we haven't been here for a couple of weeks. So, what are you looking for?
My spell list.
Top row.
Yeah, I see it now.
What do you roll for throwing a knife?
think it's
That'd
just
be
a
your
dex
base
range
attack
attack.
plus dex.
Is it Bab Dex?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thorny
There's also
entangled.
range increments to work with.
Okay.
I'm sure we'd be relatively close.
Oh, that was a cool animation.
I think like
It is
throwing weapons
a-
once you're trained
blah,
to have a specific range. Not that far.
Oh, that didn't work.
So he needs to make a reflex DC of 19 to
radi-
not be entangled.
Brad, I'm trying to drop 40-foot radius.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
I can
it
do
would-
that
it
real
would
quick.
Totally hit him. Pretty much
It's
drop
just
it right under her.
Button to say it was
Because she's
range.
trying to block the entrance.
Oh,
It'd be right under her.
right under
Yeah.
her. So like right here.
Maybe a little
Okay.
further down to try to block this whole walkway. I mean, granted, there's like grass and shit.
So like right there.
Yeah.
Okay. He is still going to need to make a reflex save. So
It's not attacking him. She's just trying to cover the entrance. It just
Way
happens
makes
he's there. What'd you say?
I said way makes that.
Well, yeah, it's reflex save.
Yeah.
And then she'll move.
But he could fail.
So we know she knows the tower. She can see the towers, right? They're up this direction.
No, you know that this courtyard is where the tower would be. You know that the tower essentially doesn't exist on this plane.
So I need to hang out in this area.
You know that the entrance to where to how you get into his tower is somewhere surrounding this courtyard.
One of the buildings surrounding this area,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes. You can make me another survival check, see if you can try and suss some things out.
So it's my standard action. This is my move action.
Your standard action was casting the spell.
Yeah. My move action is moving 200 feet this way.
You have a speed of 100 feet.
All right. I mean, technically, I could sprint.
Not unless you double move.
I did double move.
Not if you cast a spell in the same round.
I know.
So you'd be over the top of the fountain there.
Well,
Okay.
in that case, where was I? Here?
Yeah, I'm
Here.
gonna guess right there. So you would have been right there. You can make me a survival check to see if you can intuit some more information as you're searching your mind and looking around.
I was trying to figure out. I mean, it's straight away from, really, right? Just wanna there.
Okay.
Survival.
Can I roll a survival check to see if I survive?
Nope.
That's way not gonna do it.
No.
And while you're at it, now that we're at the top of the
We
round,
both rolled nat ones at the same time.
I want you to do something for me. I want you to make a perception check.
God, I hope this is a good perception and not a bad perception.
That is a very good perception check.
I meant like, am I noticing a good thing or I'm noticing a bad thing? I hope I'm noticing a good thing.
Oh, you know what? I think you probably would have done right here to cover them equally. So echoing out from the stone halls, you hear coming closer.
Oh God, I hate her so much. Oh, she's the worst. Not as bad. Well, she's right up there with
Sam has a good
Annabelle.
will save though, so So you're saying Sem notices some giggling?
Giggling is one word for it. Yes, you hear it echoing down the stone hallways. So Peter is going to move to get out of the thorns as
It is
best
still
he
difficult
can.
terrain.
Yes, so that is his full movement to get out that way.
You guys could use the
He's going to
Yeah,
double
roll.
move down here.
function.
And then he is going to wonder if there's a skill that I could do that I could make this for. I would say this is almost like a performance check. Okay, not great. As you hear him yell, he puts his well, first you hear him go and then he goes South Courtyard!
How did you get a 25 with the D20? Plus 13.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Where is this fucking Duke?
12 plus.
We both have rolled 12s. That's funny.
Where's
So-
this
oh, yeah,
Duke
he
and
double
his
moved.
cronies? Come on.
So that's gonna be your turn.
Okay. So the perception check was for me to notice the laughter, right?
Yes.
You have a plus 14?
My dagger gives me a +1.
That does count on thrown attacks, yes.
I don't have that. I do not have a +1.
Otherwise we would have tied. 'Cause, yeah, my Bab and my Dex gets me to 13.
That's funny.
14 for the +1 on the dagger.
I guess
It's-
we'll roll another perception check to see if we can't see anyone. Nope. Well,
No, you don't
25
see
out of
anybody. You can roll a survival check real quick to see if you can't remember anything about Wow, you're having a rough
See what I
time
mean?
here. I don't think you've used your hero point yet.
Yeah, nothing's attacked me.
That is true. So, you're not sure where you're going. You do know that he just called out your position in the south of the courtyard.
How far away is this tree?
Which tree?
The name of one of our episodes.
Which tree?
Which tree are you pointing at?
Either of these two trees. This one. This one said this square here is 35 feet.
So 35 feet. You're 100 feet up. I'd say that tree's probably good, like 15, 20 feet tall. So within your range, I would say.
Yeah, but they know about Sam. Sam has a lot of magical items on her.
I can't see Bernie's sheet, can I? What's Bernie's bluff at?
Bernie probably has a decent bluff, I would imagine.
I think so too.
Plus
What's it at?
14.
Plus 15. We could do like a game of like liar's dice and use our bluff checks.
Free actions.
sounds
oh,
fun.
okay.
I think we gotta do
That
two. Well, you already
changes
won 2
things.
out of 3. So that's, yeah,
Okay.
that's over.
So Sam is going to. You said it's within my range to standard move
I've
there.
al-
Yeah.
Okay. Sam is
I'd be
gonna
willing to go to
standard
straight
move to that
straight
tree.
D20s on this though. If I
Okay.
just
Wild
want to do
shape
straight D20s.
shift as a free action to gnome form, and then
Okay.
wild shape into a diminutive bug, and then roll a stealth check.
Okay, I don't think wild shape shift lets you change the.
It says you can change to your gnome form as a free action, well, and back as a free action.
So
What's
back
Bernie's
means
perception?
into the same.
Right, but I can then use another form of.
Oh, okay. So you're going to use
wild
a
shape.
second
Yeah.
wild shape charge.
Correct.
Okay.
So now I'm down to 2 out of 4.
I would like to point out that Sappy picked a very nice
5.
number to be our number of
So
followers.
you are
I'm a bug type Pokemon.
yes, and you are also
Weak to fire.
diminutive, I believe.
Diminutive, yes. I don't think we have a bug.
Spiders is bugs.
Is 69 unlucky or is it lucky?
It's a nice number is what it is.
I'm gonna guess probably like a flying type bug of some
I'm just
sort.
trying to hide.
Bedtime.
So let's see here.
It would probably be some sort of flying beetle.
Yeah. Something like that. I
don't know how mechanically that works.
All right. Diminutive would be something. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out later. But yes, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
I should get a size bonus to that, right?
Yes, and that
because I don't know if it changed my size. I know that it's done weird stuff before.
I changed your size. So I think that should be in there already. Okay,
Right.
30. That is
Yeah.
not the best you've ever rolled on.
Why is
that.
it giving me an armor check penalty? That shouldn't be there.
That should
because of
not
the wild-
be there.
The wild thing.
What?
So it'd be a 36.
Well, what kind of the wild drake leaf lamellar.
Hey, baby, take a walk on the wild side. And all the
So
other
it should just be a
sentences.
-4. Because the armor check penalty does carry over to your wild shape. Oh, okay, so the -6 is because of it's showing that you're encumbered, which you're not at the moment. Because you just changed to tiny size. So it should just be an -2. So that should be a 34 is what it is.
Okay.
All right. So, real quick. No, not you.
No more explosions.
He's gonna say, yes. He is going to just yell out, God damn little shit. He's gonna start looking in the tree.
Some might get a new nickname.
Let's see here. Yeah, he's just gonna spend his round doing a perception check to try and find you. That's way not gonna do it on a 34 hide check. And from there, out of an open window on the 3rd floor, Sheila comes bursting out of the of an open window. Just all right. Where is he, you? Where is he, you scoundrel? He's like, she, number 1, and number 2, last I saw she flew into the tree. And she is going to 50-foot speed with the spell fly there, Justin.
Yeah.
All right. She's just
No,
going
I think it's
to
60.
60 foot?
Pretty sure it's 60, yeah. Yeah, because El-Anon usually has 90. when he does his other stuff with it. So
Gotcha. She's just
He
going
gets a
to
plus
fly
30.
up to the tree up here, and she is also going to start looking around. So let's make a perception check. That is also not going to do it. She just says, well, listen, we've got her here until she... we've got her stuck here. The rest will be along shortly. Sorry. We've got her here. The rest will be along shortly. There's nothing to worry about.
Okay, Sheila.
Sam, it is your
Not a-
turn.
It's not a giggle if it's a witch. It's a cackle.
Sorry. There we go.
oh well.
Oh, the +1 gets you a gin, huh? Nice.
Jin. Yep.
Jin.
A
Like-
court.
A genie?
Nope, an alcoholic beverage.
Hey! Thanks for joining the Discord, Sappy. Good to have you here.
We've got a sappy now. Nice.
So yes, the two of them are just kind of hanging out by the tree, sort of looking around.
All right, well, let's roll the perception check again.
39. What are you looking for?
Either of the two people that I need to meet here.
You never got any messages about meeting anyone here. It just said, listen, come as close as you can.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay,
Why
fine.
would she
Same
say
thing.
You see that there are a bunch of people like coming to the windows to see what's going on out here. Let's see here.
So I'm not getting any sort of direction as far as like where I need
Yeah,
to
the
go.
survival's not working out too well for you. Okay. Now that there are people lining up along the windows, make me a perception check to see if you recognize any of the people that you've seen
Like a
so
second
far.
perception check.
Yeah, make me another perception check. Specifically to see... Okay, that's all right. I will say you can't really tell where exactly you're looking for. You're kind of looking around. You're seeing... you do know that, like, this is, like, up north is where you guys usually head into. You are seeing some of the, you recognize the colors of, the, Morton, house on some of the servants over there. So you're thinking, like, oh, maybe I can figure out, like, maybe I can even ask one of them like how to get there on my way by or something like that. You're like, oh, I know those guys. I've met some of these servants. One of them might be able to tell me what's going on.
Oh, jeez. It's a wrong screwdriver. No wonder it's hard.
And you can also cast spells in the form that you're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I will say is, as far as movement goes, you are now a smaller size, and even being in the top of the tree where you're at right now, if you did want to do like a travel via plants or something like that, you could do it from the top. You wouldn't have to do it from the trunk at the size that you're at.
Oh shit,
Behind you?
that changes things.
Because you're small enough, like you're diminutive, which, you know, might be like the size of a bat or something like that, but that wouldn't need to like walk through the trunk.
Right. How long does that take?
If you're just going by yourself, I do believe it is one action.
It says duration 1 round. That just means it takes 6 seconds.
Casting time, 1 standard action.
And you said up here?
Yeah, like I said, you see some of the servants that are wearing the Morton colors up there.
Does it have to be like one of these trees?
I would say you're still probably too big to come out of the bush, so it would have to be one of the trees. Because essentially you have to come out from like
Yeah, we'll do
a
that.
branch or something. You can't come out from like a leaf.
Pop.
Okay. And that is
stealth check. Christ.
So that's still a 27, which is not bad, all things considered. So perceptione. Okay. They definitely heard you casting the spell.
They just don't know where I'm at. Ha, ha, ha.
That is
Or what I
true.
look like.
All right, Sheila, let's get one from you as well. Okay. So they both you hear Sheila yell, little she transported through the trees. It's like, tricky little shit. God, find her.
That is spell like ability.
Yes.
Then there's
yes.
no incantation. Like it's you just do it. There's
Well,
no
it's not a spell like ability.
cantrips.
It is.
Or I can't. No
A
components.
Menhir Savant can use her connection to the ley lines to cast transport via plants a number of times per day equal to her wisdom bonus. So she is still casting it like a spell. It's not as a spell-like ability.
It's just not like a spell slot. It's like a weird hybrid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, you've
That's
only used 5
2.
feet of movement.
What?
You only used 5 feet of movement to... You only had to walk through the portal to get over there.
Yeah, but I only have like a 15-foot movement speed, right?
Oh, yeah. So you could
Alright.
fly a little farther if you wanted to.
Could I use my remaining movement speed to try to hide myself a little better? Not necessarily replace my stealth check, but aid myself in stealth?
Um,
So instead of being like within eye shot,
I would say you
like,
could
try to
crawl a little
move
bit deeper
around
into like the
behind
foliage or something like that.
Right. That's kind of what I'm saying. Is you have my move speed, kind of like you would aid another, so I could give myself like a +1.
Gotcha.
Oh, jeez,
By
I didn't see
using
your other
my-
messages. Sorry. I don't understand. Then how do you
By
make money?
using that. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you? Does that track?
Yep.
You allow that?
Picking up what you're putting down. So, let me take a look at something here.
I was not expecting it to be a full. I thought this was just going to be like a conversation or two. Guys, I was
Well, it
expecting a
certainly
full
could have
encounter.
been, but yeah, you had some bad rolls there for a few things. And yeah. Okay. So we are back to the top of the round here. We're on round 5.
Oh, can I roll my plus whatever?
Plus whatever for...
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
using my 10 feet of the remaining 10 feet of movement speed to help.
No, I just am going to add that onto whatever you rolled
okay.
before. Okay. So he's going to rock up that way, and she is going to... I think... She's going to fly 80 feet this way. And then she is going to do a... Yeah, she hasn't actually been able to see you yet, so she hasn't been able to cast anything on you. Which sucks for her. Yeah, she's just gonna try and find it. She's gonna roll a perception. All right. So you see her looking around. And you see her eye, and then all of a sudden you hear. It does seem that she has spotted you.
She's already moved 80 feet.
Yes, she had 40 feet of movement left. So she spent this round double moving to get within range. And that is going to be her turn, so we are back up to your turn. Ugh.
Finally. Here we go.
There we go. That'll help me remind me that you're a bug. Squids is just floppy water bugs.
That's not at all correct.
Because of how much
Man.
legs.
It remains incorrect.
Do I see anyone I know now?
Yes. You notice, so I would say with a 33, you spend some time like really getting into position and sort of like to a place where you could actually like take a look. You notice that the majority of the people wearing the Morton colors are on the 3rd floor. And they're sort of stationed in a... So, they're stationed in a, mostly in a window sort of like over here is what you're looking at.
Oh, man. I would have moved here if I'd have known that sooner.
Well, that's just kind of how things work sometimes.
True.
And yeah.
Can you double move and roll a stealth check?
No, you can't double move while also stealthing.
That's not true. At least in
You
my
can
experience.
specifically. Here's the thing: it just has to be 5 feet less than double move. But you do take a penalty on your stealth for movement. When moving at a speed greater than half but less than your normal speed, you take a -5 penalty. It's impossible to use stealth while attacking, running, or charging.
How high up am I now?
I would say probably a
25 feet?
good, like, 20 feet, yeah.
As
Well, that's
opposed to
not
a
gonna-
bad 20 feet.
So yeah, 3rd floor, you're looking to get, that's 60 feet up. So you need to...
They're 20-foot floors?
Yeah, it's a castle, man. It's all high ceilings and shit.
Vaulted cannonades. Colonnades.
30 feet is usually like what? 8, 16, what? 30 feet maybe?
30 feet is what? 30 feet? Is that
3
what you just said?
stories.
Oh, you said 30 feet.
I meant 3 stories is like what? 30 feet? Usually. Which square do I need to enter?
Just
What-
around
what's-
this area is kind of what you were
My
looking at.
goal.
Yeah. So somewhere in here is where you're seeing most of the people that you vaguely recognize.
Okay.
This was not supposed to go like this necessarily.
Well, you know what? You could not have it go like this, Mr. Human Game Console.
This is just kind of ended up being the way it be.
Welcome to giving people the ability to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yes.
Listen, I'm having fun, but I hate this.
Boy, if that isn't Pathfinder in a nutshell.
Listen.
Ugh.
What is the closest window to me? Like, how many feet of movement would I have? After
There's
that?
basically there are windows lining the entirety of the walls here, so you could go into a third story window up here and then try and like navigate the halls from there.
What?
Does that give me any additional information?
Um,
Or am I not allowed to do that?
I would say that the survival check just kind of gives you an idea that this is sort of the direction that you're supposed to be. You remember it being high up. You remember like being able to see out windows and being like, oh yeah, there's like birds and stuff. But you also remember like having walked the paths before that most of these hallways go pretty straight. Any of the other rooms that you've been in, you didn't really go into a whole lot of the other rooms in the castle here.
So it goes straight.
Yeah, it's not like the hallways like wind all over the
Not all
place or
windy.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, at least in this section, the hallways just kind of like go straight around the courtyard because, you know, the rooms want to have a nice view of the courtyard and all that.
I wish I had pocket sand.
Pocket cocaine.
It would be nice.
Should I have pocket cocaine?
Or a way to cast invisibility on myself.
What are you, Knox?
So how fast can I go in stealth?
Basically you can move up to your speed, I think. So stealth. So you can move up to twice your speed -5.
Can I use... Now, am I sure that Sheila knows exactly where I'm at? Like, does she have eyes on me?
Yes, it looks like she has eyes on you.
So causing prestidigitation noise in a different tree would not help.
No, she has eyes on you. Peter does not at the moment. All right, I'm gonna need something from you here soon. The other thing is that you can't be in stealth when you're outside of cover as well.
Yeah, I know. Okay, fuck. We're gonna wild shape shift back to gnome and burn another charge to switch back to air elemental.
Alright.
And then just make a beeline for it. Into the window.
One thing I know about the bubble folks.
So Sam's goal would be to fly there as fast as possible and then break line of sight immediately, hoping that Sheila wouldn't attack.
So, what form are you taking?
Small air elemental.
Okay.
Because fits through window better.
So small, and we'll change you back to air elemental. All right. So that's an action, which means you only have 100 feet to move. So you're just going to go, like, straight ahead?
It's 90 feet.
Oh, you're going to go into...
Well, 85.
So that's
to
90
here.
feet that way. But you also have to do up. So you're
right.
also...
So then I guess the nearest window that I can get to.
Are you going to go straight for the third floor?
Yeah.
Okay. So 20 feet. And you need to be at 60. So that's 35.
A squared plus B squared.
Yes. There's a good thing that there's a calculator for it.
Doing math in my math game, unheard.
Math Finder. So that's going to be 45 feet of movement. And then we'll just say that you go into one of the windows up there.
Yep.
Okay. So from there, we will go to. This is round 6, and it is a really good thing that you got out of there when you did, because.
Well, the rest of my movement would be this direction, however far this direction I can go.
Well, no.
In
So
the-
the rest of your movement would be basically getting to the other side of the room that you just, like, flew into.
Oh, right, because room, then hallway.
Yes. So, because from outside of the window... well, actually, maybe not yet. Let me do something here first. Yes. Immediately as you enter from outside of the window...
Oh, no, Kava. Or Kayla.
You see in a burst of flame and feathers, surrounded in 5 wings on her back, Kayla flies through another window.
Which window?
On the other side of the building.
Yeah, Kayla's rad.
Kayla's kind of rad.
Over here?
Yes. And she is going to fly over here. Let's see, she's at 40 feet. And you see she kind of looks around, she's like, I'm here now. What are we doing? What's going on? You called? And Peter, being up next, is like, the little one turns into animals and whatnot. It's that window up there. Just kind of like points.
You saw that? Lame.
As he
child.
runs and makes it into the thing. Sheila at 60 feet, so that's 45. Sheila is going to fly to the window. She's going to have eyes on you. As she stops and then takes an actual action this time. She is going to
So So in Pathfinder 1, can you open the door as part of your move action?
No.
No, unfortunately not.
This is
Manipulate
some
action, right?
bullshit.
Yes. Uh. So 1 second here.
Is the door wood?
Yes.
Would
But I
you
mean, it
like
looks like
to-
people have come into this room to like look at what was going on outside. So you figure the door's open.
Well, I would
Like
see
not
it at
open,
this
open,
point.
but like it's not locked.
I use the gloves of reconnaissance.
Well, that's not what I'm getting at, because I could use wood shape to make it to where the door is locked behind me.
You could just seal the wood, the two parts together.
Yeah, that's what I'm
in
saying.
the door. It wouldn't even move.
Locked door insurance. Pardon me, would you like want some locked door insurance?
I need you.
And then Knox behind him. What's a locked door?
To make a William save.
That is exactly what I need you to make.
Some sort of squid willies.
Don't tell me yet. Is this an illusion effect?
It is not an illusion effect.
Okay, I'm going to use my hero point. Because that seems like I will need it. Better.
That was a really good use of that hero point. As Sheila comes up, she just kind of like points at you a little bit. Kind of like moves her finger in a weird sort of like hypnotic pattern. As you look at it, you feel yourself.
Oh, God!
I got hypnotic,
Ugh.
I got hypnotic fingers, baby.
You just manage to fight the sleep off as you feel yourself like slowly floating down in your gaseous form to the ground. But you shake it off and manage to stay conscious.
Hooray! I'm conscious.
These mommy grippers will put you in a trance.
I don't know if you know
Knox
this.
is thinking, man, why am I turned on right now?
I got something for Sheila to wrap her hands around.
So we will go to that is your turn.
Wood shape on the door.
For a hug.
You're going to wood shape the door open?
Yep, so I'm going to wood shape the door. Like, let me know if I can do this. I'm going to open up a hole big enough for me to schlorp through, and then while still using wood shape,
That'd be two
seal
casts.
the door.
You can't go under the door? I can't have like a rubber gasket.
He's still a creature. You could open the door, go through, and then cast wood shape to then like lock the door, keep it from opening.
So opening the door would be the move action then, essentially, and then standard action would be...
Is this episode titled A Whole Lot of Schlorping?
Yeah.
Yeah,
a whole lot of
sure, it'd be pretty
slurping.
But the other thing you could do is
Just
I
lock
would
the
say
door,
here's the
I
thing.
guess.
If you want to open and close the door as a single move action as you're moving through, I would let you do that. That I think is more than reasonable enough. So you could open and close the door
Open,
and
5
then
foot
do 100
close.
feet worth of movement from there.
Oh, as a double move action and just not lock the door and burn a spell slot.
Yeah.
Worry
So I'm not going to
after
make you
me,
do
though.
two separate move actions to open and close the door cuz like if you're already opening the door, you can basically pull it closed like as part of your movement.
Or shove it if it's open.
And then
outward.
whoever
Yeah.
is following after you would then have to also burn a spell slot or burn a movement action to open the door.
How is the how thick is the floor?
It's a castle, so it's made of stone.
So like 18 inch, 20 inch.
I would say
Hey, baby,
20
how thick
inches
your
is
floor?
like almost 2
2
feet.
feet.
I don't know if it's necessarily that thick. I'd say probably a good like foot, maybe. Like, you know, nice brick cobbly stone size.
How tall am I as a small air earth elemental?
How tall are you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like 3 feet-ish? 3.5
Yeah.
feet, probably.
3 feet is.
But I'm not a foot wide, right? There would be enough stone for me to say hide inside.
Yeah, so anywhere from 2 to 4 feet.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, I was gonna say you do know that people are currently watching you.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask where Prince Lyndon hangs out.
The people.
Wait. Hang on. Let me do perception. Let me see if I know anyone specific.
You don't know anybody in here. Like I said, the people that you're looking for are a little bit farther down.
Everyone you know goes to a different
Hey, double
school.
move action, and then we'll go down the hallway.
Okay, so move action gets you out the door. Next move action gets you. I'm guessing you probably don't want to go the full 100 feet. You want to kind of end up right where you're at, about there.
It's 85 feet, I think.
Okay, so you're out in the hallway at the moment.
80 feet.
We will go to the next round. Kayla is going to. I think she's going to go into the room on the 3rd floor over this way. So probably the one next to where you're at. She's gonna.
How many feet does she have of movement?
You don't know.
Enough, apparently.
Enough.
How many feet does she have?
Oh, now we found the feet guy. Peter just runs inside. He's doing his best, man.
He can't fly. He's no magic boy.
He's all like Knox. All he knows
Sheila
stab.
is not going to go inside. She is going to.
You wouldn't know where Knox was.
How does she know I'm going this way? That's bullshit.
You know what? I will say that is a good.
She
That is
can't
a
see me. I shut the
Good.
door before I move.
I was going to say she probably saw which way you were going out the door, but you were like closing it as you were heading into the hallway. So, you know what she's going to do? She is. How far back would she need to be able to get like a good look on all of the windows here? I think she's going to fly back. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Fly back here.
To fly into the window because she saw me fly into the window.
What?
I said it would make sense for.
Well, she already saw that Kayla is going inside.
Yeah, it would make sense for Kayla to fly into the window because she saw me fly into the other window.
Yeah, so she knows somebody's going up inside. She's staying out here to see if you appear in any of the rooms. So, that will be her turn. Sam, it is your turn.
Okay. Forget how long I can hang on to that form.
Like a long time.
No. Features. Number of rounds equal to my level. So 1 minute. Right?
Beast shape?
Wild shape shift. So once per wild shape, you may return to your normal form for a number of rounds equal to the druid level. shifting.
Yeah, so you'd be able to do 10 rounds, a full minute.
Yeah, so up 2 minutes. So I'm gonna wild shape shift as a free action to gnome form.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just burst into a room as an air elemental looking creature.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go in the door as the first half of my move action and shut it. And ask them, where can you find Prince Lyndon? I have a very important delivery for him.
All right.
Good night, Sappy.
I think these servants have seen you enough that they would know who you are. And they're like, yeah, follow us. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Kayla is going to enter the hallway. We're going to give her a chance to see whether or not she can tell which room you entered, which is going to be a difficult skill check. And that one's not going to do it.
Hey, yo!
I know it.
And you're actually probably shorter than the windows are right now. So we're gonna see if Sheila can spot you.
I would assume not at that angle.
Give me a stealth check. Are you so
Gnome
as you're
form.
saying that, give me a stealth check.
I wouldn't be shouting if that's what you're after.
No, I know, but just to kind of
35? That's pretty good. 14
Sheila
on
had
the
a
die.
Sheila had a pretty good check, but it's not going to be the 35. So
Yeah, well, it's also saying I'm encumbered still for whatever reason.
because you got a medium load on you.
Yeah, I shouldn't have a medium load.
You're not holding either one of the interdimensional bags, are you? Or I guess you guys only have one because the other one was habs. But for right now, I will say that is going to be the end of the what do we call it? The
You
encounter.
adjust my... Oh no, I'm still small. That's right.
As
I'm
they
small.
lead you to,
Oh fuck yes.
as they lead you secretly to the chamber that you're looking for. I did not foresee this going on that long. We will call
I had
it
a little bit of indecision.
yeah, we will call it an even. Well, I can kind of see because fuck me, that could have gone real sideways real quick.
It's okay. Knox and
I don't know.
Bernie had a good
I'm not
talk in the
sure
side chat.
what they would have done, but they definitely would have done something if they had captured you. Involving bees? Who knows?
Wicker Man, not the bees! Ah, my eyes!
Here's the thing.
Like, woefully underpopulated by
If
bees.
you
There are
had
bees
fallen
out
asleep,
for
you
that.
most certainly would have woken up to
Bees.
Teresa, and boy howdy, I am going to guess that would not have been a
That-
fun meeting on your end.
That, honestly, as a player, would be fun to see.
Join us, Zem. Become a beekeeper. Together we'll take over the world.
I found out today I'm going to make a hotkey that just
Motherfucker.
types Knox in a space for me. I can just hit that for each of my comments.
They have
I'm gonna have to
shelves
go
there you
back
go.
through the chat and see what you guys were talking about because you had a whole side adventure.
I'm going to just start when somebody's doing one thing, I'm just going to start using Twitch chat for
It's good for character
I'm
development.
totally
and
fine with
whatnot,
that.
You know? Yeah, no, I like it
Yeah.
because Bernie doesn't really have a chance to kind of reveal his past much to people. So I figure this is a good opportunity.
And Knox
Yeah,
is a
no, this was super cool.
Knox is a wall that just bounce it off this
That
guy
was a
who
lot of
knows.
fun. Sorry that was all just me.
Well, here's the thing: is
honestly
I
thought
thought
it was
going
just
to
going to be like, oh, the prince is here. Let's have a conversation.
Well, here's the thing. I thought as you were running away from the well, you know that it had only been a few minutes since you had first messaged him. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but
I think the flare was just to signal the prince.
But I thought you were going to like immediately like go into the building and try and lose that guy, but then you were just like, I just fly into the courtyard. Yeah, I mean he chases you.
Well, he was he was blocking the entrance, dude. Like,
you can fly.
Go over him.
I thought that someone would come to collect me.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, well, that's sort of the thing is that like
what's
what's
in
in my head,
fashion, she ran away like a deer.
what's in my head is not always what's in your head, and
yeah, that's
I do
also
not
the
always
information you gave me. You're like, you
describe
know that
things
any
the
time
best.
that the prince has been, the duke has come to collect you. So in my mind, it's like, okay, wait for the duke. Got it.
No, I never said anything. All I said was like your message was just really short. Like, we're coming. So
Yeah, I only
his
have
message
20
back to you
words.
was just really short. Whatever's the closest one, head there.
Well, that's what I
So-
did, and he failed me.
So yeah, it was a comedy of errors, which is that's how Pathfinder usually be.
I do believe.
But I
probably
promise you,
will.
we're going to get to some much more interesting shit next time.
I mean, that was pretty.
There's
interesting,
probably
too.
there's going to be like some story stuff happening and whatnot.
This is the plot that never ends. It just goes
it's,
on and on.
No-
Life forever.
No Feralwood next Monday, though, right? One of us is out.
Saw's out.
One of us,
apparently.
Saw
I am
is out.
out.
We can do some stuff. If we get to a point where we can't do stuff, it may just be a short episode.
I'll be in.
We did Sem stuff today.
We did do some stuff.
We'll be out for Tuesday's game as well next week.
Okay.
How dare
good to know.
you?
All right.
What do you
well,
got
thanks
going
for
on?
joining us, everybody. Catch you next
Thank
time.
you for joining us. If in fact you did, thank you very much to our new friend Sappy. It's good having you here. If in fact you are still here, I don't know how Twitch works.
I don't know how Twitch works.
And if you're not watching at the time of the stream, thank you for watching the vid.
See you next time.
If you're watching
Good night,
later,
everybody.
understand that pineapple belongs on pizza.